Good morning. This is video 2 on the sagging skin. So as you can see, it's looking way better. And of course, wearing my bikini that I like. And basically, if you don't know basically how to use it, this is a turkey neck roll-on that you can use it on any type of saggy skin. It's not have to be just on your neck. And as a 60-year-old woman, and some people did not believe that I was, or that I am, and there you go, the pension plan never piantoni. Okay, so this is for the neck. Now, if you get bruises like that for no reason at all, bruising here, and then you get bruising there, and then getting bruising there, Epsom salt bath work wonderful. So I'm going to show you. It takes about 24 to 48 hours. You might have to do 2 or 3 baths of Epsom salts, but it does make them disappear. Like I said, any sagging skin, where it is. Okay. Now today's video is actually on a tip on, of course, you know how I love oils. Not just for the skin, but for your hair. Now, you know that I talk about a lot of oils. And one of my favorite oils that I finally found that I don't have to get directly from India is the black seed oil. And this is amazing brand. Now, there's a little trick to it. First, if you're dyeing your hair, if you're dyeing your hair and you're doing it a box dye, you need to use definitely different oils. That's not going to cut it. So that's, you want to watch those videos. Now, if you're doing this hair mask, and I really love it. I like this brunette thing too, number 3. That basically is lightening up my hair. Right? And what I do is I put this on and leave it overnight. And it does not destroy my hair. The next morning, even my grays are blonde. That's why I like it. So, and my black are blonde. I gotta do some back here, but look at this. Compared to, yeah, this is all underneath. Okay? So, that's tip that if you want to watch those videos, it's really easy to use. Now, while I wash it after I got that, I find that not all shampoos and conditioners, actually even for me, do well the couple itself. The only one that I found is this. Now, the avocado conditioner and the avocado shampoo seem to be the only one that doesn't strip everything away, still gets rid of the stuff, and then this really moisture. But before I add this to it, I add a couple of drops, and I mean drops. You want to put 1 drop, because then you're going to just look oily. And then put a lot of this, and then massage in your hands, and then put it in your hands. And I'm going to show you another trick on a leave-on version. So this is the next day. This is how I woke up, okay? Now, I don't want to wash my hair. I'm probably sure that you don't want to wash your hair every single day. And of course, it's not even good for your hair to be washed every single day. Especially if you have frizzy hair. So, or you live in a very frizzy environment. Now, if you watched another one of my, if you watched another one of my video, you know that I found this. Again, all of these products I found at Walmart. Again, they're not sponsored. This is what I love. Okay, so this is 95% aloe vera. Okay, I do believe this comes from Mexico. So I'm kind of putting all the worlds together here. Avocado from Mexico and the black seed from India. So there we go. We have international hair blend. No, actually this too comes from all over the world, because I do believe it has all the flags of the world. So it is approved all over the world. Okay. At one time I was actually carrying it, but I use too much of it. I can't, because I barely could find it. Nevertheless. Okay, so before I do and comb my hair, because if I were to comb my hair right now, I would have a big frizz. So what I do is, the first thing I try to do is I try to tame them just a bit, right? And it does smooth them out a bit, but not enough to really go out and say in the public. So this is what I do, and it's really a nice little trick. So I take a couple of squirts of this, like literally one. Maybe I should do this over here. I'm so sorry. This table is so... Okay, so do one of these, like see the size of that. And I actually do two, okay? Because the oil, this oil is very concentrated. And I actually take literally one drop. And I put it, see, one drop. And I literally put it in the middle of that. Then I massage. And I use this basically from there, lightly, 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 in the back. Then I go one side in and one side out, the other side, okay? Then of course I have a little bit of left. Of course these are always the troubled area. And then I do the same for that. Then immediately again, so wanna really squeeze this stuff, let the really penetrate inside the hair follicle. Okay, we really want to do this. And so now you say, well, is it going to dry and it's going to make me look oily? No, exactly. This is why this stuff, like this stuff is, if you have really oily hair, it's fantastic. But if you have dry hair, then no. So if I end up using too much of this stuff or any other oil, oh yeah, the shampoo in this balances it out. But if I don't use too much of that or anything and my hair are dry, or I use this treatment and I need to pull moisture back, this is the best way. Now, and at the same time, your hair are going to like basically drink it. And as you can see, I think seconds are happening and my hair already dry of this. And that, you saw how much I put of the conditioner between. Now, if I were to put this other brand, no, it's not going to work. I'm going to have really sticky hair. So you have to have a very light conditioner. Okay, now I'm not saying that you have to have that exact one. You may have one already that works really well for you as a leave-on conditioner, and that's the one that you want. And you know, depending on the hair, it all really depends on, first of all, the age you are. Second of all, the type of hair you have. Like, there's many courses on, you know, coarse, curly, fine, thick, but the actual hair itself, like the type of hair. And of course, hairdressers do know those denominations by heart. They have to know. And of course, there's products that respond to that, right? So see, it's all ready. Now then, at the same time, again, I'm not putting a comb through it. Another mistake that I always make too is, because we have frizzy hair and we want to comb and we want to straighten them out a bit, we use a comb at the wrong time, and the next thing you know, we're like puffed up like we were bloatfish. Oh yeah, it's happened to me so many times. So as you can see, it's already 90% dry as I'm talking to you. And see, I want to concentrate on the inside where all these really old hair are, you know, the gray hair for some reason. You know, they seem to be in all the same common areas for all of us. So it's not like anyone in particular does not get those in there and turn always gray, and no matter what, they're always gray. And that's why sometimes some people give up. I am sorry, I got some really dry skin on my lips. And this is where this comes in. Okay? Now, I do peel a lot in the morning. Now again, it's very important to keep these lines off, this line off, marionette, and of course, let's never forget the crow's feet and underneath the eye. And this is why I love this. Oh, look at me, I got some of these up here too. We want to get rid of those. And never forget the ones always creeps up there, and of course the double chin. Now, you know, we can go of course and do our entire body. And as you can see, you don't use very much when you use the roll-on. If you use it on your hands, a lot of it you waste on your hands and things like that. Now another area too that you won't want any wrinkles to show your age is around the breasts. Now see, as you can see, it's starting to look really good. Now this is the time you want to use, and what I always recommend that you go first with the large tooth so that you do separate them, but you're not pulling on your hair. You don't want to, you know, yank off hair. You know, you're not some sort of animal that you get, you know, a new fur coated, you know, new brand new hair every time. You want to be gentle to your ends, because you know those are the ones that are going to constantly last, right? And that's about okay. And again, you want to then separate some more. You use the fine, and as you can see now, the fine will just go very easily. And I just want to show you how well it really does, and it keeps it smooth for 24 to 48 hours. And you got some nice blonde hair. And like I said, for a 60-year-old woman, you don't want to damage your hair. Like I start saying, you know, when you start being around past your 30s, you really want to be gentle to your hair. You want to apply oils. You see, if you apply the oil goes in, and the water and the moisture of the environment, depending especially how environmentally moist you are around, doesn't get into the hair and freezes it up. So like in an area like this, I could probably take another treatment, do it again, and like I said, now this will last, and I did the math, about 2 or 3 days. So for 2 or 3 days, you can do this, wake up, and it look like you've just been spending all your day doing your hair. In the meantime, it was 5 minutes. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, my bags. That, yeah. And you know where that come from? A tiny bit of pepper and soya and some homemade beef jerky I made. I'm just a sensitive, might as well wrap me up in plastic bubble. Have a great, wonderful day. Thank you for listening.